welcome back to Let's Play Avadon the Black Fortress with me, Atanturo. Apparently I'm stupid or extremely inobservant, but I must have missed Monitor Shigaz here. I was pretty sure that I already looked and didn't see him here, but I guess I must not have. Anyway, because I was previously, before I started actually recording, I looked through Beraza Woods, the map, and I didn't find him there, so I figured maybe he is actually still back at the castle, and yes, he is. Alright, so let's ask him about this new task. We're going to hunt bandits, bandits of the Kellam. They live in the western half of the Beraza Woods and grow fat raiding Hoagland and settlements. We are going to destroy them. It is surprising and gratifying that Duke Griffin is supporting this, if long overdue. He looks at Shima. I have made sure that no warriors of the Honored Forge will fight at our side. I would not force you to stand shoulder to shoulder with a sworn enemy. That's very nice of you. Why is it surprising that Griffin would do this? The lords of Kalamdariel won't let Hoaglandans kill any of their people, even if those people are vile, dirty bandits and thugs. Until now, they would not even admit that those bandits exist. Now Duke Griffin will actually act to stop them. This is just. There is no other word. Well, I know what Shima would have to say about the Honored Forge, but still. Only that their warriors should stay out of my way. They destroyed my family. No true Hoaglandan could forget such a thing. Monitor Shigaz shakes his head. Young one, Hoaglandans forget such crimes all the time. Never forgive, but often forget, and that we all can so that we all can survive. I hope you can make peace with your anger. One look at Shima's face tells you that such peace is quite unlikely. So where should I go? To a meeting point of several disused roads. He pulls a map from a tube on his belt and shows it to you. This is the place. Go there and meet me. We will fight together to destroy the bandits. Okay, now I have the... oh, what? Oops, I didn't see what I asked him there. I will. Now that my superiors in Hoagland seem to actually support this scheme, I will not appear a coward in their eyes. Also, I long to kill the Kellam who have been raiding my people. Okay. So now finally I have the correct location unlocked. So I'm gonna make a quick jump cut and meet you probably on the new map. Or on the world map, I guess. So the new area is called Bandit Roads, and it's right there in the... Oh, and there is Shigaz right there. Following Monitor Shigaz's directions, you finally reach a remote region of the western Beraza Woods. It's a wild, shadowy tangle not far from the border of Hoagland. The road here is more of a path left by hunters, woodsmen, lost merchants, and the occasional bandit. Well, not so occasional, apparently. At this end of the road, as promised, you see Monitor Shigaz. He sits by a small fire, cooking a pair of squirrels. When he sees you, he waves you forward. For this mission, he is completely alone in the woods. That's just fine. We won't need more soldiers this time around. Oh, that's his stuff. Whoops. You approach Shigaz, who is sitting calmly by the fire. You look around for other guards or shadow walkers, perhaps hiding in the shadows, which would be very apt. Only to realize that Shigaz is here alone. He nods to you. Hello again, Atanturo. I am glad to see that you have arrived safely. I have already scouted this area. I have narrowed down the number of locations where the Kellam bandits might be hiding. Tell me when you are ready, and the hunt can commence. You're here alone? Shigaz nods. After the difficulties last time, I did not wish to fight alongside soldiers from Kalamdariel. They did not trust me before. I didn't think they would trust me now. But understand, I still value their sacrifice. Do you think you are strong enough? I am a shadow walker. We prefer the way of the small force. Stealth, planning, a fast, lethal assault. It is dangerous, true, but I am comfortable. Why would they still not trust you? Because we are hunting citizens of Kalamdariel. Thugs and brigands, true, but still their kinsmen. I do not want them to I do not want them at my beck when the killing starts. Well, I can perfectly understand that. How did your superiors react to the deaths of the Kellum soldiers? They were surprised. They did not want to give our rivals credit for courage, but after what happened, they had no choice. It might have even convinced them to take Duke Griffin's desire for peace more seriously. Well then, I guess their sacrifices really were not completely pointless. If such a thing as... If sacrifices ever can have a purpose. I mean, I guess they can. Well, do I have other questions? Tell me about these woods. I don't know if this is specific to this part of the woods. They are not so different from what you've seen before. Dark, shadowy, and full of pests. You're welcome to take some time to explore before we begin our hunt. Yes, anything of interest? Yes, 2 wooden towers, one south of here and one to the northwest. The one to the south is newly built, the other seems abandoned. I only investigated long enough to verify that the bandits we hunt are not there. Okay. What is our goal exactly? There is a clan of bandits from Kalimdariel hiding somewhere in this area. They are dangerous and accomplished raiders. We Hopelandans have long wished for them to be destroyed. We even went to Hanvar's council. At last, today, we have the chance to be rid of them. Why has it been so difficult to hunt them? Because the brigands are from Kalimdariel, but they only raid Hoglanda. We Hopelandans have long wanted to send a force to hunt them down, but the Kellums said such an incursion would be seen as an act of war. So we have suffered their attacks until now. I mean, it's not like these woods are, like, tightly monitored by security systems or anything. Or even regularly patrolled. Or patrolled at all, maybe. I don't know. So, how would a small force of Shadow Walkers attacking these bandits have even been noticed by Kalimdariel? But oh well. Let's just accept it. Who went to Hanvar's council? My superiors, Hoaglandans of great repute, went to the leaders of the pack to ask for help. The council was as weak and feckless as always. No relief was received. Why can they finally be hunted? Because Duke Griffin gave me permission. That is all it took. One word from a person of great influence. Now I will act before he changes his mind. Yeah, that's not likely. Yeah, wait here. I'm not ready yet. Monitor Shigaz nods. Understood. I approve. Scouting ahead and understanding the lay of the land is the way of the Shadow Walker. However, I ask that you make haste. I am eager to begin the hunt. Yeah. I will not take too long. Maybe an episode or two. At most. As you leave Shigaz's camp, Shima starts looking around cautiously. He seems unusually nervous. What's wrong? We are going farther west, closer to Hoglanda. I am an exile. It makes me worried. What will happen to you if you return to Hoglanda? Nothing. I am a hand of Avadon. None would dare raise a hand against me. But then again, that is where my enemy is. But what are you looking for? The Honored Forge. That clan is the enemy of my family, and of me. If they learn I am close, they might be tempted to finish the job they've started. So I will be watchful. Well, we shall stay alert. Of course. I am never anything else. I have lost too many people close to me to be otherwise. And then he shakes his head and is silent. Ah, deeply troubled man. I really hope we do end up encountering some of that Honored Forge clan at some point. They will not enjoy this encounter. Oh, this is the southern wooden tower, I suppose. In this secluded clearing, you find a tower in the process of construction. Trees are being cut down, shaped into huge, crude logs, and built into a rough but stable structure. What gets your attention, however, is the nature of the workers. Yes, I noticed. They are not woodsmen, but stone constructs, living statues that efficiently and tirelessly shape the logs and build the tower. There is nobody visible out here who is actually alive. If the controller of the living statues is around, he or she must be inside. How rude. Living statues are obviously alive, hence the name. In Manon. Oh, right. Yeah, right, that's one thing I wanted to mention. I actually have, I think, 6 or 7 quests. For one quest, I'm not sure if it's actually in here, but I think I have 6 or 7 quests in this area. Most likely. I don't think I've ever had this many quests in a single place before, so I'm pretty happy with that. Should be... I mean, rewards for quests aren't typically all that great. Some money and really relatively irrelevant amounts of experience for quest completion, but still, feels good to complete quests. So we have Readiness, who I am supposed to deliver this weird message to. Don't know how he's going to react to that. We have... I don't know, maybe even a Dragon's Tooth. I didn't even count that one. But we have obviously the Bandit Pits that we're gonna tackle once we're done with everything else. We have Hand Gavin, who's supposed to be hiding in the Beraza Woods. Obviously, I'm not sure if he is in this particular map, but I'm not sure if there are gonna be more maps, so might as well be this one. Drake Egg is supposed to be in the Beraza Woods, probably. There are supposed to be some hidden ogres here in Manon, who I probably just found. Orion is probably somewhere in the Beraza Woods. Or, well, actually, I'm not sure about Orion. So that's the one the 7th quest that I wasn't quite sure about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7, if you count Orion. That's pretty huge. Can we talk to this construct? Well, not really. You try to talk to the construct, it doesn't respond. You stand in its way, it walks around you. It is a mindless creation made only to cut down trees, shape blocks, and place them. Fair enough. Conversation has not been programmed in. Okay, so this is really just a clearing. And stay out of my tower? No. That's not how this is going to work. The inside of this wooden tower is actually quite warm and cozy. There is only one resident sitting on a throne and staring into a magic circle. There is a wisp of blue light floating over the ruins. When you approach, he waves his hand. The light disappears. Then he turns to you and smiles. Greetings, visitor. I am in Manon. It is rare that I receive visitors in my humble abode. And who are you? I am Atantuo, Hand of Avadon. So I thought. I know of you. Even out here in my remote exile, I do my best to learn what is happening back in dear old Castle Vibo. But I'm sure you are here for a reason. Perhaps some of my services might be of value to you. I need to keep busy out here on my lonesome. Why are you living out here? Oh, Kalimdarial politics, steeped in tradition. The fortresses, the dukes, the rivalry, the assassins. Suffice it to say that sometimes, under certain circumstances, people can say things that are unsafe, and thus they need to retire from the field for a time. Under certain circumstances? Yes, circumstances such as being terribly drunk at a castle banquet. Say things that are unsafe? Yes, such as that once beloved duke's efforts to make peace with the Holdlandans are doomed to failure. You really think that? Me? Doubt the duke? Of course not. I've learned that lesson. Others may think that the Holdlandans will only take Griffin's overtures as a sign of weakness and demand more and more concessions in return for nothing, but no, not me. Okay. Someone's a pessimist here. Alright, tell me about your tower. It is humble, but it will grow in time. My constructs will soon make it appropriate for a wizard of the Kellum, even an exiled one. You are welcome here, Hand. I only ask one thing. Yes? Stay out of the upper level. Those are my private chambers. Okay, fair enough. What services do you offer? Little as yet. I am still establishing myself here. However, I do have some crafts available that might prove handy to a Hand of Avadon. What do you have for sale? Okay. Sleep caller staff. Oh, let's see here. That is actually a bit better. Well, very slightly better in terms of raw damage, but it only increases magical damage by 5% instead of 8. Cold resistance is a bonus, but not significant. Okay, these have the same damage, the same thing, except this does beast focus. Okay, so these are pretty nice, but probably not worth replacing my Sun's Rod over. That's interesting that this shop for a change, oh wow, also exorbitant prices, but well, these things are not that expensive. But it's interesting that there is actually a shop with decent magical equipment. All attacks do more damage. I actually really like this one because it increases damage by 4% instead of just 2. The fact that it increases all damage instead of just physical or magical really doesn't make much of a difference as far as I can tell. Unless special attacks also count as magic damage sometimes, or maybe it also affects poison and the like, so it might make a difference. But either way, it's clearly better than either of the two lower tier damage increases. So might actually buy 1 or 2 of these. I mean, I have all the money in the world, so I might as well. Endurance, I guess. Sure. Oh, well, 1 or 2. I guess only 1 because they're limited. So that answers that. And maybe, you know what? I never spend any money on anything, so I might as well do that. Spend it on things that are actually useful. Resurrection, I'm not gonna buy that. I do have some of them left, and I don't really need them all that often. So... oh, I can actually ask him about Heronus. Well, let's do that then. So I'm looking for an exiled mage named Heronus. Really? You are looking for that crazed old coot? I'm surprised, but yes, he is near here. In fact, his tower is a short journey to the northwest. Oh, so that's the seemingly abandoned tower. You might find it difficult to find him, though. What do you know of him? As little as possible. When people in our line of work grow unstable, they are dangerous. Best just to keep a distance. Why will it be hard to find him? He covers himself with illusions to hide himself from assassins. Whether the killers are real or only exist in his mind, well, I wouldn't say. Still, if you search the tower thoroughly, you might find him. To see past the illusion, you will have to walk close to wherever he's hiding. Okay, so I guess check every little bit of that tower very thoroughly. Cool. That's it's nice that I was able to ask him about that. Also, by the way, I do bring word from Castle Vauban. You can return. He jumps up from the throne. Really? I can leave this miserable hardwood hole and return to civilization? Thank you for this message. I am most pleased. Why do you think you're being called back? I don't know. Maybe Duke Griffin has forgiven me, or he has seen the error of his ways and no longer will strive for peace with Holtlander. Yeah, that's not it. Or maybe he wants me close so that he can have me jailed or killed. It doesn't matter. Anything is worth not having to be in this dank shack any longer. Excuse me, I must prepare to depart. So all of a sudden this is now a dank shed? I mean, it looks nice enough to me. It's a bit remote, sure. But oh well. I hope it's really not just a trick to get him to basically deliver himself to be I don't know, executed or jailed or whatever. And what have we here? The Beraza Woods is constantly patrolled by brave woodsmen who look for safe areas to set up camp, cut down trees, and carry out wood for Holtlander and Calendario. Several such workers had a large encampment here, however, they were forced to abandon it at least a year ago. Several of the buildings have collapsed, and refuse and signs of animal infestation are everywhere. Okay. might or might not be related to any of my quests. We will see. Let's take a quick look around. No items on the floor. Oh, this is just the husk of a building. The empty husk. Can I? Yeah, I have to walk around, that's fine. Oh, well, there's actually a sapphire in there. Not really what I expected. Oh, there's an enemy there. Yeah, okay, rats. I guess you can... Oh, frenzied vapor rat. I guess you might as well do this. There's quite a few of them here. And you can do something like this. Who knows, it might work. Well, I guess it worked on 4 of them. Well, that's better than nothing. If not by much. Triumphant Roar as well, because why not? Also, I guess, as when I was back in Castle Beau, I should really have just visited the pylon. I actually walked right past that and didn't even think about it. But oh well, I'm not missing that much vitality, so it's fine. Why are they running off? Oh, I guess because they can't reach me from that side. And three rounds just to kill that one rat, that wasn't really worth it. See? It's much better to actually kill 3 rats in 1 turn than 1 in 3 turns. Yeah, whatever. Guess I should try to take out this one. Well, didn't quite work. Now did it. Oh, great. Oh, lovely. Weakness curse. Sure. Finish off that rat. And... oh, okay, nothing like that one. Nice. Kill by riposte. That's pretty much the best way to kill an enemy. By having him impale on your sword. Phoenix gem thing. Oh, rune-edged glaive. What was I gonna do with that? Right, those armors I wanted to enchant. That one weapon is might be interesting for Seville, and I think that's why I kept it around. Pulsing runestone increases intelligence. Very nice. Wow, she has all the runestones in the world, and her new scarab. Was there? Yeah, there was more. Lovely crystal. And there are even more rats. Jesus. Why didn't they join in the fight? Sure, no. It's not worth spending any resources on these. Backstab, normal stab, firebolt. Ouch. Stab. Stab. And burn. Okay. Animal skin. And even more. Okay, well, that wasn't overly exciting, but I got some loot out of it, so I'm not gonna complain. Abandoned old camp. Guess I'm going to circle around the outer perimeter of this map first, as per usual. Oh, there's a bit mountainous region here. No, I do not actually want to leave the map yet. That would be a bit premature. Oh, what? Horned serpent. Okay, well, since it's going to come to me, guess I'll have to fight it now. It and its friends. Will they come? They will. Oh, what's this? A hulking basilisk. Ugh. Basilisks tend to stun. Although I think, ironically, it wasn't the basilisk who stunned a Tantuo. Anyway, we can move again. I guess you take care of that one first, so Shima can maybe move closer to the others next time. Yeah. I guess you'll have to attack that one or miss. Okay, now we can get a backstab. And that is that. Well, while I'm here, so that I don't forget to actually check this, gonna loot this. Curing brew. Sure. I guess I could be using curing brews more often, but the most dangerous status effects, charm, and, well, charm is probably one of the most dangerous, because not only does it take one of my characters out of combat for me, basically, not only does it rob me of one fighter, it also gives the enemy an additional one. So that's pretty much the worst thing that can happen. However, when you're charmed, you cannot actually use any curing items or skills, so that's a bit unfortunate. That when you need it most, you can't actually use it. Not sure about when you're completely stunned, paralyzed, or whatever. If you can drink a curing brew in that state, you might, but I'm not sure. Guess I should at least. No, but no, you cannot, because when you're stunned, your turn is skipped automatically. So, yeah, again, that's when I would also really like to use it, but I can't. I was also supposed to look out for those ogres, or to look for those hidden ogres, and someone gave me a hint to look for, I don't know, bones and stuff, and there, well, I guess I'm gonna take it. Oh, I completely forgot about this ogre, wretch. Stupidly. I don't know, that lower corner of the map there looked a bit suspicious. Like this one. Pretty empty, but with lots of rubble and bones. But I didn't see any entrance or hidden switches. Maybe I'll have another look around. Also, we do have a named enemy here. Scavenger, what? Trup Flurg. those wretch names and ogre names, and I don't know. They are kind of weird, more often than not. At least this one is pronounceable. Almost, Jima. Almost. Did he drop anything? A resurrection scroll. Nice. And an etched leather cap. Nah. Is it really worth 10% evasion chance? But only 3% armor. That's a question. It's not better than something that increases my melee damage though, so that's for sure. Yeah, I'm going to have one more look here also. Just to discover this part of the cliff face there. I mean, are there bones here? I guess not really. It's really just rubble. It doesn't look like. And also, yeah, this little bit of I don't know, stone floor looks a bit suspicious. But if walking close doesn't help and there are no switches, I don't know what else might. Maybe they're just somewhere else entirely. Guess I should really make sure I looked everywhere else before I spend too much time in suspicious looking spots. Oh, what have we here? Just a dead end with some kind of corpse here. I guess these green-skinned corpses must be wretches or ogres, although it looks small for an ogre. Also, didn't I say I wanted to check the perimeter first? There's spiders here. I guess I might as well do the southern half of the map, maybe, before I do everything else. I mean, it really doesn't matter either way. I'm gonna take a look at every single bit of the map before I do anything else. Oh, that's an altered widow. Have I encountered those before? The name seems familiar. Dark Woods Widow, maybe even those. Oh, he's terrified. Oh well. What was that? Workers, huh? Could be worse. Yeah. Walk here, then attack or miss. Okay. Ooh, 6 damage, really. I'm shivering. Okay. Just an iron short sword, elixir of recovery. Making sure I don't miss any little corners. Oh, what have we here? Some water. So there's a river too, apparently. Guess I want to stay south of the river for now. Check out this portion of the map first. Oh, we have some more lizards. Another hulking basilisk. Oh, what? Couldn't he? Oh no, he could not. Oh well, let's try to stun it. No, it's resisted, of course. Great. Well, Shima wasn't stunned, but that doesn't really help, since he cannot reach. Really? Yeah, I shouldn't even have tried it. It was stupid in the first place, but still. There was no reason for him to walk that way. I know. It's really not the game's fault. Is he still... Well, he was still stunned, I guess. Okay. Backstab wasn't enough. I thought for some reason it was her turn, but it was not. Okay. That was a lot of damage that she just took from that. She's also stunned. Okay. At least for these very simple fights, I can afford to play a bit sloppily and get away with it. That seems to be... well, not quite it. Most of it, maybe. Eradicate all the black squares. Okay. Well, there's one little corner there. Alright, and I've reached... oh, the Wayfarer. As you carefully thread your way down one of the Beraza Woods' winding paths, you realize that someone is following you. It's not hard. He is running, breathing hard, and making no effort to conceal himself. Then he starts to catch up with you, and you see that he wears the garb of a Shadow Walker, which is odd considering how stealthy he isn't being. It is the Wayfarer, and he pants heavily as he runs up to you. That's new, isn't it? This kind of description? The Wayfarer says, "I missed you before. I arrived at the Castle Beau too late to find you. Happily, your tracks were easy to follow." How did you know where I went? Your fame and influence grows, whether you know it or not. Many are watching you now from a distance, waiting to see just how much potential you have, and how it can be used. I wish that you had missed me. Your insult is barely noticed, and yet here I am. Though you might not wish it to be so, we have business, you and I. The papers in the Titan Fortress. Were you able to find and destroy them, as I asked? You did not ask me to do that, my friend. I refused to talk to you, and no, I did not destroy them. The Wayfarer lets out an irritated sigh. You will never gain wealth and influence like that. Buddy, that's not my goal in the first place. You think Redbeard's mission will provide you power and security? No, not necessarily. Security? Definitely not, if I'm out in the world doing all kinds of dangerous things. Oh well. No, it is how you use the power that Avadon gives you that matters. But no matter. I have another opportunity for you. A chance to make a fair sum for a moment's work. I don't want any more offers of work from you. Leave me. He opens his mouth and starts to speak. Then he gives you an ugly grin. Well, I was not raised to go where I wasn't wanted. Really? Well, that... you made an effort to not let that show, my friend. You're clearly a loyal servant of Avadon. Well, I'm a loyal servant of myself, and I don't like you, man. Just accept it. Propriety and all that. I will offer you no more work. At least, not the minor trifles I have troubled you with up to now. Don't contact me again. Oh, don't say that. There will come a time, very soon, when you will want to hear everything I have to say. Until then, I go where I will, Hand of Avadon. Oh, you can go where you will. Just don't talk to me, my friend. Before you can ask him to elaborate, which I wasn't going to, he is gone. He turns and walks quickly into the trees. What's with that guy? I mean, I get that he's an important, mysterious figure, story-wise, and of course there's going to be some kind of plot twist that I'm not foreseeing. not being sarcastic here. I'm just terrible at foreseeing plot twists. But I'm kind of doing a mixture of, I don't know, playing this as a game and role-playing this a little bit. And if I find some kind of character or quest to be unsavory, or just if it just doesn't feel right for the kind of heroic but you know, not necessarily super loyal to my superiors, but more to my own moral ideas, that kind of character. If a quest or an NPC just doesn't fit to that, I'm just going to refuse working with them or doing the quest. And we have lots of basilisks here. So lots of potential to get stunned. Unfortunately, they resisted. Of course, well, I managed to get rid of one. Probably a second one now. Okay, good. So we should be mostly good. Especially if he keeps missing. Oh, that was easy. 3 basilisks and not a single stun. Also, I apologize for my previous barely coherent ramble, I guess. It's hard for me sometimes to express exactly what I want to in English, or at least to do so in a even somewhat efficient manner. But I hope my point came across somehow. You enter a large clearing. There is a tower in the center. It is short, squat, and made from huge, rough logs. How can a tower be squat? Again, like the tower Zosa Mindtaker was or had taken up residence in Nathalie's side quest. There was a one-story tower with no stairs leading up. It was also described as being squat. Anyway, I guess it's still a tower if it's a mage's building, a mage's home. Maybe that's just by definition. If a mage lives in it, it's a tower, even if it's completely underground, basically. Anyway, there is a tower in the center. It's short, squat, and made from huge rough logs. Construction materials and beds full of fresh herbs surround the structure. It is eerily cool and quiet in this clearing, and still, nobody is visible. There are large sticky clumps of webs stuck to the walls of the tower, but no other clues to whom you might find inside. Well, that's not necessary, because I already know whose tower this is, unless that other mage fella lied to me for some reason. No idea why he should do that. Oh, hey there, spiders. These might explain the webs sticking to the tower. Oh, and there actually seem to be webs sticking to it, visibly. Why don't you do something like this? Okay. Ah, good. I was hoping for the Altered Widow to die from the acid as well, but I guess it had a couple too many hit points for that. No! God damn it. A single misclick. Okay. Nothing else down here, huh? Okay, so what does it say here? Crumbling wooden tower. But I guess since that is just an illusion, probably this tower really isn't quite as crumbling as it appears. This old sign once had one word on it, but most of the paint has flaked away. Only the first 3 letters of the word remains. Her. Yeah, Heriness. If it, as if it needed to be any more obvious. We have spiders inside and outside of the tower. How lovely. Tower widows. Pretty tanky, but not too bad. Whirlwind. Not super effective. Ice not necessarily super effective either. Oh, that one actually hasn't seen us. Interesting enough. Okay, that other one has retreated here, maybe. Can I check this one? Guess so. Oh well. Let's do this. Also, yeah, okay. Something I'm going to do when her next turn is up. Come on. So Ice Storm is 75 to 195. Well, these are actually both pretty good. So is this, but I rarely need it. However, this one is actually these are both pretty good in terms of damage. Should really put that on quick access. I mean, Searing Spray is nice because it also leaves an acid effect on my enemies. Also, yeah, that's not what I should do. Since they do share a cooldown, should do that and that, I guess. And if I ever need, well, this shouldn't make a difference. I should never need Lightning Wind actually over Steel Wind, I don't think. I might need Ice Storm instead of Firestorm for enemies that are immune to fire, obviously. Searing Spray, Corrupting Cloud. Is that just a straight upgrade as well? Probably. Yeah, Corruption instead of Acid, of course. We'll see if I'll end up unlocking this. And Icy Lance I'll have to activate through the menu here. Or, actually, I don't really need Daze all that much, don't I? Do I? So I guess I might do this. Just need to get used to this new, the new hotkeys now, or what they do. It's really so unfortunate that the game only gives you 4 hotkeys for spells, even in the PC version. I mean, this is, I guess these games are also on mobile devices, and in that environment it makes a little more sense not to clutter the UI with too many elements. But yeah, I feel like that's something that should have been just changed for the PC version. I mean, at least give me maybe a pop-up extra bar with 4 more slots. 4 more would suffice just fine, but the way it is, having to choose only 4 spells to be readily available. It's not that it's hard to press A and select a spell here, but it's slightly less convenient since you don't see cooldowns and things that are not always on my screen, at least for me, I tend to forget about them. That's the biggest problem there. Oh wait, was that stealing? Maybe I didn't see that correctly. Anyway, since there is no like karma statistic in this game, as far as I can tell, shouldn't really make any difference whatsoever. 1 lockpick, yeah, of course. I guess I must have imagined seeing that as being stealing in the first place, since everything else is just to be taken freely. Didn't expect the cleave there. So let's try our fire, whatever it's called. That should definitely be better. Why did you run there? Okay, kill that one. Kill that one. Oh, wait. Arcane Scroll. Oh, that's odd. Your keen senses are sure that someone is standing near you. Oh, well, sneaky. You can hear breath very faintly, and you're almost sure you can detect a presence in the corner. Then you hear the soft sound of footprints running off to the east, and the presence is gone. Really, how did he run past us? If I already noticed him. So am I supposed to hunt him down on this floor, or did he run up the stairs? I mean, why put stairs there if the upper levels are not actually used in this quest, right? It was pretty dumb of him to flee upwards instead of out of the tower and into the woods, where I would definitely not be able to track him down. Incubus, Incubus, and Incubus. In 3 different colors. How pretty. What's in here? Nothing interesting. Once again, you feel the presence lurking behind the desk. It seems like a human or humanoid, not too large, clearly frightened. It runs away again, though you aren't sure in what direction. Oh, great. Okay. Spine shield and reflection, so don't attack this one with magic and don't attack this one physically, I guess. Which in return means attack this one with physical attacks. And this one with magic, and this one, I don't know. Not at all for now. Ouch. Man, Nathalie is really getting hurt here. We should be fine though. Backstab. Maybe I should have buffed beforehand, or debuffed the enemies, or both. But one is already down, second one is getting there. Okay. Wow. That was pretty close. Attack him. Okay. Eat the damage. It's fine. Yeah, what's up with this one? Also, why don't you retreat to somewhat safety? And do this? Yeah. She can do that from a very safe distance. Powerful magic shield. Shield Chan. Mind shield. Okay. It should be fine. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. And he is down. Nice. Yeah, now the question is, did they drop anything? They did not. The question is, where did Heronus run off to? I mean, he might have run back down. That would be very tricksy, though. So I guess I'm going to keep exploring upward first, in any case. You would never have detected it if you didn't know that there was something to watch for. Someone is hidden by the north wall. You can hear its frightened breath. And there are footprint-shaped disturbances on the floor where it is standing. You leap forward, cornering it. Two things happen simultaneously. The man becomes visible, and he screams. Now you can see him clearly. He is a thin, pale man, sickly and unwashed. He wears the robes of a mage, but they are torn and filthy. He is as rough and run down as the tower he lives in. He stares at you, panting, not saying a word. His hands are out, though, ready to work a spell if necessary to defend himself. Okay. Hey, Heronus. You cautiously approach the mage, who is cowering by the wall behind the table. You have to be careful. Even a dirty, tired, unwashed wizard can be very dangerous. Really? Even an unwashed one? I thought cleanliness was part of the secret of their power. Happily, he doesn't seem hostile. He says in a wavering voice, You have found me. I am Heronus. I keep to myself. I want to be alone. I guess my voice is really cooperating here. Sorry about that. His name and accent mark him as being from the Tawan Empire, the strongest and wealthiest of the Farlands. It is strange that someone from outside the Pact would settle here. Are you from the Tawan Empire? He runs his fingers through his greasy hair. How did yes, I suppose it is obvious enough. I am not of the Pact. But I mean no harm. I am no spy. I don't even go outside. I just have a small tower. Just want to hide here. Did you build this tower? I did. Well, my constructs did. One of the many resources of a skilled mage. I have stolen no land, broken no pact laws. I am humble. Your tower is a mess, dude. Yes, it is. It was once a disguise, to make it look unused, to hide me, but as time went on, the corruption went from being a ruse to being all too real. Why are you hiding in the first place? It is a private matter. I have broken no pact laws. You don't need to trouble yourself with punishing me. Why have you come here? Didn't I already ask him? Are your services available for hire? You mean for magic? Magic services? Yeah, what other kinds of services? Never mind, don't answer that. He lets out a pained cackle. You would have to be very foolhardy to rely on a spell of mine. I am very out of practice. Well, your clan has a golden throne, by the way. At first you don't think he heard you, then slowly he looks up at you, his eyes showing a clarity that was absent before. What? I am recalled? My house? It calls me back? So long. So very long. I did not think it would ever happen. But look at me. I am filthy, shamed, out of practice. Can I ever show my face there again? No, I guess not. Unless maybe if you'd wash it. That might help. Actually, I'm evicting you. That does seem unnecessary. Anything is better than staying here, dude. He nods. I agree. It will take work to restore myself. I have decayed during my time in the woods. Tell my house that I will return to them in time. Thank you, Pact Warrior. You have done me a great service. Glad to hear. And yes, thank you. I will help myself to some rewards. Nice. Runestar of Purity increases dex. Sweet. That's another one down. Another quest, that is. It's also the majority of this map. Yeah, the vast majority of this map explored already. I mean, I guess I have been here for an hour now, so... or almost. Not counting for the very beginning of the video. I guess I'm gonna check out one more location here, and then I'm gonna end it for now. Actually, I think I'm going to check out this part of the southern riverbank. There might be something here. Well, there is. Oh, wait, no, this is Orion. Well, well, well. Death and destruction. Oh my. Okay. Let's save. There is a grimy woodsman sitting by this fire, cooking a pot of thin soup. A pair of implausibly huge wolves sit to either side, obediently waiting to be fed some scraps. This man must be very skilled with animals to have such massive beasts sit quietly at his beck and call. Then one of the beasts snarls at you. The man looks over his shoulder at you. You recognize each other instantly. It is Orion, the spy for the Tawan Empire you discovered in the woods to the east. His flight into the Beraza woods has been hard on him. He is thinner and paler than he was when you saw him last. Of course, he has also picked up a pair of formidable pets. So, Orion, I have found you. He spits into the fire. His wolves, alert to his distress, let out a pair of deep and alarming snarls. So you did. The charms my employers gave me hid me and carried me far, but not far enough. Your employers? Don't go being coy, Hand of Avadon. I am tired, but not foolish. You will never learn from my lips who sent me here. Nice wolves. He bends down to scratch one of them behind the ear. Death and destruction, they are called. Sent to protect me if it is needed. You are a spy from the Farlands. And you will punish me, is that it? You will haul me back to Avadon? Have all my thoughts sucked away in your dungeons? That is what you wish? It will never happen, Hand. Come back to Avadon with me. It is the only way you will survive. You have it backwards. It is the Hands who need to worry about survival. And no, man, you have it backwards. But oh well. I and my fellows have orders to kill any of your kind we encounter. Many of your kind have already fallen. I will happily add to the tally. Slay the Hand, my pets! Attack! As the wolves lunge forward, Orion mutters a word of command. A ring on his finger begins to glow. Well, I mean, I don't doubt that these wolves are pretty dangerous. Well, but clearly no big deal at all. All things considered. Yeah, well, no big deal whatsoever. And, Savage Blow, almost killing him. Well, not almost killing him, but, you know, close enough. Steel Wind. Oh, come on. That could have taken care of that wolf easily. I guess you get some acid spray on top. And that was Orion. Orion falls to the ground dead. The moment he hits the ground, a pouch hanging from his belt bursts into flames. A clever bit of magic to keep secrets from warriors of the Pact. At any rate, there is one less spy in your lands. A good day's work. Well, there's still the small matter of these giant wolves to take care of. Well, and that is that. Animal skin and nothing else, okay. Well, there is a chest at the very least. Too bad Orient didn't drop anything, but oh well. 30 strength, very nice. Now, all of these are maxed, aren't they? So I guess what's really left? I never used this. I guess I should have gone for a shattering blow instead. I mean, I could go back and reset my talents. Yeah, some trainer somewhere gave me that opportunity, but oh well. It's not that I really need it or anything. Guess I might as well improve these and maybe use them at some point. Okay, so one last thing. Gonna check in here. There's not much at all. Magical attacks do more damage. It's okay. Oh, well. Wait a second. I was gonna say. Well, I wasn't gonna say, but I did think that there was not a whole lot to be found. Not that there was that much more, but a little bit. And in any case, it's one more quest off the list. One more bit of the map explored, and I will finish up exploring this map and taking care of the bandits, who are probably in their own separate map. I mean, almost guaranteed. And maybe wrap up the Beraza Woods next episode. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you real soon. Until then, have a wonderful time, and bye-bye.